Dr. Sophia Satterwhite, founder and CEO of She Heals the World. I'm so happy that you are tuning in to today's episode to hear the top lifestyle and business tips from women entrepreneurs all around the globe. If you found this show helpful, be sure to share it with a friend. That's how our community grows. Today's guest is coming up next. Hey everybody, welcome to the She Heals the World talk show. So today I am so excited to have two special guests joining us known as Heartlyn Ray, but it's Julia and Alexis who are going to share their rise to the top on TikTok. So TikTok is a new platform. I was blessed to meet these young ladies through a mutual friend on Clubhouse, and ever since I met them, I was so impressed with their journey, with their personality, with what they stood for, and with how unapologetic they are about what they're about and about showing up online and being you. And so, Heartlyn Ray, welcome to the show.
What's up? Thank you for having us.
Oh, so happy to have you. So can you guys just tell everybody the story? Because you're quite young. Like, how did you get started and get to the level of success that you've gotten to on social media?
Yeah, so we're best friends. We've known each other since first grade. I had a crush on her brother, and that is what started our friendship. Our parents became friends, our families became friends. So we grew up together and did the music thing and the musical theater thing. And we always knew that we wanted to be performers. And then later on in our career, we were put into a girls group, and there were three of us. Branched off, the two of us, we had that history. We worked well together and really went full force with the music thing, and ultimately moved to Nashville. We're from Arizona originally. So moved to Nashville, did the songwriting thing and the music thing, and we decided to do social media seriously to gain fans and exposure for our music.
Let's be honest, I just really loved pranks. This is Alexis. And I started pranking Julia, and I started videotaping it. I'm like, gosh, not only do we love music, but I love to prank. I'm like, there's so many prank things and people love it. Why not show it? So that was kind of the start of that, just kind of showing our personalities, and people started liking it. And then we got on TikTok, and Julia was not the biggest fan. She's like, I don't get it. And I was like, no, we have to stay on this app. So we posted on TikTok only for Instagram stories. We weren't even taking it that seriously at the time. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden we're like, okay, maybe we should start taking this, app more seriously. And then we did. We kind of found our niche on there, and then now we're here.
Wow. And how many years ago was that?
We've been on TikTok for around a year, and it really picked up for us when the pandemic hit, because that's when we were able to go full force, full on, full time with it. So in the last 8 months is when we saw that growth.
Insane. And how many followers are you up to by now?
5.8, almost 6. We're trying.
6 million, not 600,000, y'all. 6 million.
I love to be we have a few thousand, and then they go, yes, and they're like, what? Yeah.
So you guys went on to TikTok for the purpose of specifically building your singing or musical brand. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What was your initial intention?
Yeah, so we wanted to release music, but nowadays you just need to have a fan base already when you put out music. Labels aren't going to come to an artist and develop them. So we decided to get on social media, and first we were posting covers of us singing and harmonizing and playing instruments, and we were just thinking, what can we do to stand out and be different and have people get to know us? Because people, if they get to know you and feel connected to you, then they'll want to listen to your music or hear what you have to say or see what products you're selling or whatever. So what Alexis said, the prank thing, I really was not a fan of that at first, but now I'm embracing it. And honestly, before we got on social media, the stuff you see on TikTok is really stuff we've always been doing, is being goofballs and, messing with people, whatever. But really it's really worked out, because now we're at a point where we built that following, and now our fans are like, hey, you guys are singers, where can I find your music? And now we're at that point, and now we're actually working on releasing music.
the real truth behind it is that we really
Hey.
she says the long version, the one you want to hear. It was really just for stories. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well, yeah,
it's the
Instagram
truth.
stories.
It's the authentic truth. Is like we would do it just for stories, just to have something that was like, we didn't know anything about editing tools, so TikTok made it easy to kind of do those like cool transitions that we noticed people were liking on our Instagram. That's really the real reason why we started.
Yeah, we did the fun lip syncing videos because it gave us content to put on our stories and different fun things to put on our Instagram and fill up our stories.
Yeah, so that's the
Well, it's interesting you mentioned the part about editing because I do want to talk a little bit about like what hurdles you guys overcame in the building process because like just meeting you, it's almost, you feel like, oh my gosh, like they just had instant immediate success. Like it must be so easy for them to just get up there and show up and shine. But as an entrepreneur, like there are ups and downs. And so I would love to hear if there are any hurdles that you guys experienced like as you started to climb in these numbers.
there's been a ton. I mean, gosh, it
So
started
many.
in Arizona when we were just like hustling out there. It's
Mm.
crazy to see like where your path takes you. We started out as singers, opening up for different artists. Back home we were nanning, we were hustling, and then at night we would like do shows. It's always the hustle. Everyone's like, oh, it's so glamorous. They just did it. It's like it's taken us a long time to
Mhm.
get to this place, and even
Mm.
moving here like 3 years ago, Julie and I have done some of the most like honest jobs ever.
Oh my
Just to
gosh.
be able to stay here. We moved here with no. I think I had $500. That was it.
Yeah, we
To
drove
do
my
everything.
beat up car.
Yeah,
And
we shared a room,
oh yeah, we lived with a crazy roommate and we shared a room. So we had the two twin mattresses on the floor.
and we did not have like box springs or anything. It was on the floor. Twin
Yeah, because we were
mattresses.
very frugal and knew it was temporary. And then, yeah, the odd jobs, but we catered at a wedding. Her and I have never had serving experience. I think we like screwed up and forgot somebody's
Oh,
meat. Like
it was
a
so
mess.
drama.
And
Yeah.
then we did,
It was
like
so drama.
nannying and
Pet sitting.
dog sitting. I love animals, but I never had
No,
any.
she doesn't.
I've never had a dog growing up. But I was working it. I was like, I need to make money. So I link up with this girl for dog sitting, and she's interviewing me. I'm like, you fake it till you make it. I was like, yeah, like I know how to. I've picked up dog poop before. Sure. Well, this was the first time I've ever. I was like, I just have to.
And then just
So
going and learning the tools that we needed. I always have loved editing, and kind of like I didn't really know about editing, but I knew I kind of liked it. I'd messed around before a little bit with like iMovie. And so that was like a challenge too. It's like there's so many videos on YouTube where you can figure it out and find it. And so that has kind of been something we're still trying to figure out. So that's
Mm.
kind of
but yeah,
yeah.
it really has been a long journey. I mean, we've grown up together and always like sang together and would talk when we were younger. Like this is what we want to do, so we're gonna do. And we're just now getting to where we want to be.
I'd love to. That's so helpful. And, one thing that you mentioned with the editing tools, and maybe I'm stuck here, but I feel like, this topic, as we go into how to grow your brand on TikTok, I know there's so many women who are like, content is one thing, but then making it look amazing is a whole nother beast. And I would love to know if you have any hacks specifically for those women out there who feel like, okay, well, maybe I can give this a shot. Anything that you've learned along the way, like to make their videos easy to produce and create?
I think the easiest way to do it is film it on your camera roll, and then download an app called InShot, or use whichever one you want to use. And they have so many tools. I mean, zoom in, zoom out, different sound effects that always help a video, different
Mm.
coloring. I think it gives you a little bit more flexibility than TikTok. Like TikTok's good because it allows you to start and stop, but do it outside of TikTok on that app, and try to always look at it from like an audience point of view. Like if they're scrolling, what's going to make them stop for at least 3 seconds to see what your video is about. I think that's like a good tip, and I think slowly we're doing that even more than we were before, because everyone just wants a quick thing. Even with YouTube, they're saying like forget the intros now. So I think that's good advice too. Is just remember like that 3 second rule. Like every time 3 seconds happens, there's always a shift, whether that's like an editing shift, a different angle, a different look. Something's happening every 3 seconds.
That's really, really helpful. I'm wondering for the people who see you guys and they feel like really intimidated about being able to just get like their first 100 followers. you know, can you tell the story of what your first video was and if that took off immediately or like how long did it take for you guys to really start to gain momentum or did you just get a million followers like literally overnight?
Oh gosh,
No.
no. Yeah, we when we first did it, I think we were still trying to figure out the app. Um, so it wasn't the best video. It was just
Again, it was story
it was
stuff.
just a song.
Filler.
It was just a song, and we were dancing, and it had some transitions. But yeah, we really didn't gain momentum till later on. I mean, we would get
I'm
two,
going back for
yeah,
you.
we would get 2 likes maybe. And for me, this is Julia talking. I didn't get the TikTok thing. I was like, this is dumb. We're not getting a lot of likes. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I know we're posting on our stories, but anyway, I'm glad that we
Oh
kept
my gosh,
going.
it's so embarrassing to see some of these. Like the filters we used to use were so bad. Anyway, so the first video was actually uh do you remember the song? It was by like Sia, and we were doing just a cute thing between the two of us that we thought were good, like good for story. And then the one that really blew up was one with like with a guitar. Julia was playing guitar, and I came and like interrupted her. And then this is why you don't give up, because after that video, it was so lame for us. Like we really had nothing, so we kind of stopped for a while, and then once we start doing like the drive-bys and more things like that, that's when things started really picking up for us. So consistency.
Okay, drive-bys, tell me about that because I know our audience is not gonna know what that is.
Drive-bys is our term. Well, when the pandemic hit and we couldn't do much or go anywhere, we would just drive around and we were bored. And so there'd be people on walks or people just walking around and we would just sing to them for our own pleasure. And we thought it was fun. And then we're like, wait, let's film this because these people like are, singing back, they're reacting positively. So we started filming that and then we started complimenting people and being silly. And those are the drive-bys and those are the videos that started to take off for us and kind of become our niche.
They're the ones where like we react to people and we get like the best reactions. And those, do really well. And the first one that we posted, it now has 15.8, but the video before did nothing. So it
Mm.
really is about TikTok
Yeah.
will find your niche for you.
Well, that's a good point because I think a lot of people try to force their niche into TikTok instead of just kind of showing up as themselves and letting it direct where they go. So you're saying you feel like you should just go on there, be yourself, create content that excites you, and let TikTok find your people.
Yeah, I mean, we were posting all different things at one point, and I was forcing Julia to make them so I could get, if I could get anything I could out of her, I was just posting it. And then once we did the drive-by, she's like, "This is kind of fun," and so I was like, "Okay,
Mm.
great. Maybe she's gonna like love TikTok and want to do this more." So I put one together. I downloaded some app, and then yeah, I just uploaded that one, and that kind of TikTok was like, "Oh, we like this one," and then we just start doing it, and all of a sudden you start seeing like your followers go up. And I give this example. We have a friend that she just kind of got TikTok, and she was doing the random videos. Like she's an actress, and she was doing kind of the random things. I said, keep posting random things. Try all. You will find your niche. Sure enough, there was one video that took off, and now that's the theme of all of her videos, and they're hitting amazing numbers. So I really think that that is the secret. Don't get too
Mm.
picky about what it is. Just do a bunch of things, and thing hits, it hits.
Yeah, totally. You never know which one's going to hit. And it's so interesting because sometimes videos that we put so much energy in and we think like, this is it, this is perfect, this is going to blow up, it'll flop. And then one of the
Mm.
videos we did, it's one where she pranked me and put a mask on me and it was like a funny mask.
It
And,
took 15
and
minutes.
to me, I honestly thought it was a throwaway. I was like, I don't think this is going to do that well. Well, sure enough, it has over 90 million views.
93.
Wow.
you just never know. So like Alexis said, just post everything. It doesn't hurt.
So with that, that is such a good point, and that is such a huge hack with thinking about your niche and allowing TikTok to kind of guide you towards your people. But now we're in a space where, Clubhouse is on the scene, and there's, more social media platforms that are going to be popping up. And I don't know about you guys, but just like having to show up on Clubhouse every day and then post my TikTok videos and then post my Instagram videos and then do my talk show, the day is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And so, do you guys have any hacks for like staying organized or getting things done? How do you fit everything in?
You go to Home Depot and you get a very large whiteboard. That's honestly how we stay organized. If we didn't have that, we would be so
Yeah, since there's two of us, we have to work together and work around each other's schedules. But on our board, we write our schedule, our to-do list, our deadlines.
Yeah, and also the Clubhouse thing, we kind of, to be honest, we kind of had to take a little bit of a step back because it was just too time consuming and we had to film content. So at least for me, I try to listen and join in before, like in the morning when I'm getting ready, because that takes forever, and then also later on at night, maybe while I'm editing, or just take time for that, because we also take time for comments. Julia kind of takes on that role, and she spends at least an hour just commenting back.
Yeah.
So that's important.
We try to comment to every single person.
We get up around 9, 10.
We could be better about waking up earlier, but I'm not a morning person. That is one of my goals. I want to so bad because, you definitely get more done. But
She keeps saying it. It never happens.
I tried it for a few days.
I'm going to read a book. I'm reading a book. 7 a.m.
I could sleep until 2 p.m. if it was up to me. So, baby. But
you can tell who the go-getter is.
I'm a go-getter too. We have different. We're yin and yang. We're so different. We balance each other out, and that's why it's worked so well. But we came to a compromise 9:30. It's not too early, not too late. But yes, for us,
I'm curious. What time do you wake up?
Exactly. I have gotten to this level of success, quote unquote, in my life, and I've never woken up at 5 a.m. in my entire life. I literally am rolling out of bed 8:15, and on a good day, 10 a.m.
Wow.
Hey, that makes me feel better because I don't know if I can do the 5 a.m. thing.
8:15. That's still early.
That's still
pushing it. But yeah.
Hey, coffee.
Yes, it's all about the joy. I do stay up late. I notice that I work better at night. So I will stay up in the bed until like 1, 2 a.m. editing videos, doing all that stuff, and then sleeping. So it's just like shifting your day if you can,
Totally.
That's
totally.
Like us. We stay up. Yeah.
I think, lists, to-do lists, and just having it up in front of you visually so you can see. I think that's what's helped us. Time management.
Clubhouse, it's sneaky. All of a sudden they go, Heartlyn Ray, are you there? We were going to ask you a few questions. We're like, oh, shit. Like, we can't just be on here and...
Love it. That is so true. That is 100% true. So, do you find that you're spending more time recording videos or editing videos? Where is most of the time going?
Both. I'm the one that edits. This is Alexis. I edit everything. TikToks or YouTubes. So I say both because there's time. Julia would probably say recording.
I'm not tech savvy. I've tried to learn. my brain does not. I'm just not an editor. I can figure out logic and making demos music wise, but video editing, it's not really my jam. But yeah, props to Alexis because she'll spend hours. She'll be up till 3 a.m. editing a video that maybe only took us an hour to film. So it's different.
We spend more time filming, I would say. Yeah. Together, we spend more time filming only because we try to get quality over quantity. I think it used to maybe be the other way around, but now it's like, okay, we're going to spend extra time. And until we get it, then we may not be able to post, tomorrow. We'll post the next day just to get a good one. So I would say filming.
Now, for the women that are brand new and they're trying to strategize, because a lot of the women in our community have already, their second careers. They already have gotten success or they're working in a 9 to 5 and now they're switching to becoming an influencer or becoming a coach or going online or creating their online course or whatever it is. And so they're planners. Do you recommend that women who are newly getting on TikTok go on and try to plan out their videos, or is it just spontaneous and just let their intuition kind of tell them what to do and get up that day just ready to record and jump on?
I think it's both. I think we
Mm,
I think we really do plan our videos though. But we know someone like
mm,
Tom, who I'm sure you know on Clubhouse, I think his are
mhm,
just for random. And
mm,
so I don't know. That would be my answer. Just depends
I
on
think
creator.
if you're just getting started, a way to be organized, I think you kind of look at it as meal prep, a content prep, and write at least 3 videos, spend one day, get those videos filmed, and then you have things to post during the week so it doesn't take away from your other tasks. So
mm.
I think mostly for me, I think mostly planning is better. And then you have your few spontaneous things, but I think planning is better to get quality content.
And do you get inspired from other people's TikToks, or do you try to like watch something on TV that like sparks that inspiration to get your creativity going?
My mind is always like racing with ideas. Like I'll be up all night and I just can't sleep unless I'm like, okay, what are my ideas? Like Julia's different. She's like a 9 to 5 girl. I'm like my brain is constantly going. She can kind of turn hers off. So I think for me, I'm always thinking of ideas. And we don't. I don't think we take any ideas from people. What we do is maybe we'll see an idea and put our own twist to it. Like we'll take some
Hmm.
hit songs on TikTok and like we'll sing different lyrics to Renegade, or we'll go and sing compliments to people but have the Renegade like melody.
Mm, So it's just like being open to whatever kind of comes to you, like scrolling, seeing what's out there, and also just giving yourself permission to continue to dream and think about fun things that you want to do.
Yeah, you'd be
Totally.
surprised what certain people like and what they don't. So some people might gravitate towards something that you would never think, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I that's what I would say.
Super helpful. All right, ladies, I would love for you to give one final tip to those women out there who are new women entrepreneurs building a brand on TikTok. If you could give them one more tip, what would that be?
Be consistent, be yourself, don't be afraid to look silly, try new things. Always scroll through the For You page to get ideas and see what's trending. Yeah, those are my tips.
I would say
Mm,
it's very simple. Just start. You can complicate things and do this and do that, but ultimately it's just starting. Post,
mm,
I think that it's just simple. People
yeah.
complicate it too much. You just got to start. Just film a video, post it, and start. And then all of a sudden, you'll build that momentum. You'll build, you wanting to post all the time and being creative. So just start.
I also have a tip. I have a friend who had a TikTok account. She was at 1,000 followers, but she wasn't consistent, didn't really get the TikTok thing, but she challenged herself and said, I'm going to post one video a day for 1 month and see what happens. And she grew from 1,000 to 13.5K in a month just
Wow.
starting to be consistent and go live. So I think
Mm.
that like a kind of challenge yourself one a day or one every other day if that's not possible.
Super helpful. So this is the first time we've had two guests on at one time. And so we normally ask these last two questions, to give you some time to reflect on your life. But I would love to ask each of you the same question to see what your answers would be. So Alexis, how old are you right now?
I'm 25.
Okay, 25. So your 10-year younger self would be 15. And how old are you, Julia?
24.
24. Okay. So we'll start with Julia first. Julia, if you could look back and give your 10-year younger self any piece of advice, what would it be?
Gosh, don't let boys consume you. I think
Oh,
yeah, I was,
fun.
yeah, I was,
She still needs that advice.
I was, and I still am boy crazy, and like I feel like that distracted me from my goals or like what I wanted to do. I would just get caught up in love, and I think that would be my advice. Yeah, like do you, be a boss, babe, set goals, and make your own life, and don't worry about them boys that break your heart. That's what I would say.
I love it. What about you, Alexis?
I would say it's okay to always stand alone and have your own opinions. I think I've always been that person, that I've always just had my own opinions, and sometimes I felt like, gosh, is this right? Is this wrong? Should I not have this opinion? But I think looking back, like, it's always been, pretty right on. And like trust your intuition for sure. And that if you work hard enough, that you'll figure it out.
You will figure it out. Heartlyn Ray, super helpful. This has been an amazing, amazing interview with you. How can our audience find and support you both?
Heartlyn Ray on every platform: TikTok, YouTube, now on Snap, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, just Heartlyn Ray everywhere.
Heartlyn Ray, thank you, girls, so much for coming on the show, and I can't wait to have you back.
Yay! Thank you so much.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for listening to the She Heals the World talk show with Dr. S.
To learn more about how to live your life by design, grab a freebie at shehealstheworld.com/freebie.